And local experts warn that Wright-Patterson Air Force Base could be impacted by the stopgap funding bill, also known as a continuing resolution. The bill passed in the House just a few moments ago. 10 News reporter Whitney Williams joins us now live in the studio with the potential impact it could have on Wright-Patterson Air Force Base. Whitney.
Well, Jack, one legal professor tells me a continuing resolution, which was voted on today, is just a temporary fix that keeps funding the same without changes. And this allows the government to run until a full budget is actually passed. Cedarville University professor Dr. Mark Clausen says continuing resolutions are actually quite common, occurring at least once every 2 years because Congress can't come to an agreement on government spending and cuts. The House spent about 2 hours today debating the bill and finally voted to pass it. The bill allows for an increase in defense spending by $6 billion, and the Dayton Development Coalition tells me most of Wright-Patterson's funding comes out of that part of the budget. In a statement from the Dayton Development Coalition, the Vice President of Federal Government Programs, Michael Gessel, says in part, quote, the increase is less than the level that might have been approved through a normal spending bill. And he goes on to state that the stopgap funding bill could make it more difficult for Wright-Patterson to start new programs, and it doesn't specify any new construction projects at the base. Dr. Clausen says there is the possibility of a government shutdown if the bill isn't officially passed by Friday by the Senate, and people may be worried.
Essential employees will still work, and checks from various agencies will get sent to people who are due those checks. What will not happen is the non-essential employees. They will not have to work. Now they'll get paid, but they won't have to be at work.
Now that the House has passed the bill, the next step will be for it to come before the Senate to vote. And if the Senate passes it, then the bill will come before the president to be signed into law. Live in the studio, Whitney Williams, 2 News.